talking about, oh my God, it's a bad problem running rampant. And here's the reason why it's running rampant, right? It's because we don't know what it is.
Marsau and LaTisha Scott, a power couple once considered the backbone of love and marriage, Huntsville, have made headlines once again. But this time, not for their business acumen or family goals. Their shocking exit from the show has left many fans puzzled and divided. What started as a promising storyline for a couple who seemed to have it all, from thriving businesses to a picture-perfect marriage, has now turned into a messy public downfall. So, what really happened? What went wrong with Marsau and LaTisha that led to their removal from the show after so many seasons? Marsau and LaTisha Scott were once the rock-solid couple that love and marriage Huntsville fans looked to as the picture of success. From the very first season, they were presented as the mature, grounded pair, the ones who balanced the chaos with structure, business savvy, and that undeniable power couple energy. Marsau, with his impressive entrepreneurial spirit, was the confident businessman, managing everything from Black Cigar Lounge to various construction deals. Meanwhile, LaTisha showcased her own impressive skills, transitioning from a stay-at-home mom to a successful businesswoman in real estate and education. Together, they made an image that many fans admired, building their brand as one of success, unity, and professionalism. But behind the glossy surface, cracks began to show. Over time, the tension between Marsau and LaTisha, once hidden behind their polished facade, started to surface. As the seasons went on, viewers began to pick up on subtle yet undeniable signs of discord. Little moments during interviews started to feel off. Marsau would interrupt LaTisha, often speaking over her or even dismissing her thoughts with a condescending tone. It was clear from their interactions that there was more going on than what the cameras were showing. LaTisha, always smiling and laughing it off, seemed to be hiding her discomfort behind a facade. Fans started to notice these moments, and social media buzzed with comments about the uncomfortable dynamics between the couple. These moments weren't just limited to interviews. Tension continued to build on the show, particularly during the reunion episodes. Season after season, it seemed like the arguments between Marsau and LaTisha became sharper. One of the most notable moments came when Carlos King brought up the constant cheating rumors surrounding Marsau. Instead of standing by his wife and offering reassurance, Marsau deflected, claiming that people were just jealous or trying to tear them down. LaTisha, visibly emotional, tried to defend him, but Marsau's response only seemed to add fuel to the fire. The more the couple tried to play it off, the more the viewers started to lose faith in their image. As the years went by, the situation only seemed to worsen. Fans noticed that Marsau and LaTisha were becoming increasingly defensive, particularly when the cheating rumors would come up. They started to avoid discussing personal struggles on the show, while other cast members were sharing more vulnerable, relatable stories. The couple's reluctance to address these issues head-on began to feel like they were playing a different game, one built more on control and deflection than genuine connection. Instead of engaging with the audience, they began to distance themselves from the narrative and the producers. Behind the scenes, things were reportedly even worse. Marsau, who once helped bring structure to the show, was said to have become increasingly unpredictable. Sources close to production claimed that Marsau would often show up late to filming, or in some cases, not show up at all. When he did arrive on set, his attitude had shifted. Insiders said that he started to adopt a take-it-or-leave-it mindset, pushing back on the way scenes were being filmed and questioning producers' direction. His actions were reportedly draining for the production team, who were now having to deal with an unpredictable and difficult cast member. LaTisha, too, wasn't without her own behind-the-scenes drama. Word is she would frequently argue with producers over the editing of scenes, accusing them of showing favoritism towards certain cast members. She allegedly tried to shut down scenes that she felt made her or Marsau look bad, challenging the process rather than trusting it. Instead of being cooperative, the couple seemed determined to control how the show was depicted, which created a growing rift between them and the producers. Their issues weren't just with the producers. Tensions between Marsau and some of the other cast members were escalating as well. His long-standing feud with Melody Sherry was well documented, but it seemed like the constant friction between them started to impact filming in a more significant way. Group scenes would often fall apart due to walkouts, side comments, or shouting. Matches. LaTisha wasn't immune to the rising tensions either. Her disagreements with Dr. Heavenly Kaimes only added to the drama, further fracturing the unity of the group. What used to be a working environment quickly turned into a chaotic, toxic one, with producers reportedly having to hold separate meetings just to keep scenes on track. But the final straw, the moment that would ultimately lead to Marsau and LaTisha being cut from the show, came when an on-set altercation crossed the line. While filming a routine scene, Marsau allegedly got into a heated confrontation that escalated quickly. There were reports of loud shouting, arguments that went beyond typical cast friction, and even threats being made. But what really pushed producers over the edge was when Marsau allegedly disrespected a crew member during the blow-up. Sources say he used harsh language and cursed out a member of the staff, something production takes very seriously. LaTisha, trying to intervene, only seemed to add fuel to the fire, and at one point, Marsau is said to have walked off the set completely, refusing to finish the scene. Though this incident never made it to air, possibly to protect the show's image or avoid further conflict, it was enough to push production to take action. Legal teams were reportedly brought in, and after careful consideration, producers made the decision to quietly remove Marsau and LaTisha from the show. There was no grand announcement, no dramatic exit, just a cold, silent end to their time on Love and Marriage, Huntsville. They were cut from the cast without warning, and their contracts were quietly pulled. Once word of their departure leaked, the reaction from fans was divided. Some felt that the decision was long overdue. They pointed to Marsau's toxic behavior. On the show, his tendency to belittle LaTisha, gaslight others, and stir up drama without ever taking responsibility for his actions. For these viewers, the firing was seen as a necessary step for the health of the show. Others, however, believed that producers were at fault for creating drama and pushing the couple into situations that set them up to fail. Some fans argued that Marsau and LaTisha were unfairly targeted by producers, who manipulated the narrative to increase ratings and drama. This latest incident, they believed, was just an excuse to remove the couple from the show. Gossip blogs and social media outlets took the news and ran with it, offering up new allegations and rumors about the couple's time on set. Some blogs resurfaced old infidelity rumors about Marsau, claiming that he gave producers ultimatums about not wanting to film with certain cast members anymore, even threatening to walk off if they didn't comply with his demands. Others whispered about LaTisha's behind-the-scenes clashes with producers, accusing her of demanding changes to the editing and storylines that didn't fit her personal narrative. Instead of doing damage